The man known as the salsa guy of Richmond never imagined
Ready? Let's try it. 5.
he'd be connecting people to Hispanic cultures and traditions
Can you believe this? Anarchy.
while spicing up the dance floor with his partner, Wilkin Stop the Madness Estremera.
You remember this song?
Let me see if I find KC.
They teach Latin dancing.
So 13, 52, 205.
I teach ballroom. I teach a little bit of Argentine tango. And
3. Tap.
anything that has to do with folk.
When you're doing bachata, you can use your heel.
It's crazy. The diversity of people that come to these events is just mind-blowing. And it feels good that we're sharing that Latin genre with so many people that want to learn how to dance salsa, bachata, merengue, and they want to feel that groove.
They teach and perform at events around town.
Just like that. Very good.
I get a lot of calls because it's corporate events, private events, churches, some different organizations that want to be able to share with people the different cultures. So
It's not just about rhythm and beats.
Big applause. It's the lady's job to keep the shoulder bone in the guy's hand.
I take the opportunity when I present these dances,
So if I move my hand forward, if I move it to the side, and if I release pressure.
not only to show people the costumes or whatever, but I actually give them a background of what it is that they're seeing. Because when you start understanding and seeing that,
So there's no guessing on the lady's part. Ladies, anything you do wrong is the guy's fault.
you start relating to it. And then you realize that, you know, the color of the skin is just kind of coincidental kind of thing.
The team takes pride in bringing the Latin experience to RVA because they know it brings the community closer together.
You got it.
How important is that to see so many people with different backgrounds wanting to know more about your culture?
I think it's extremely important because the more you know about something, the less you're afraid of it.
Working for you, Candace Burns, CBS 6 News.
Well, today marked the end of Hispanic Heritage Month, celebrating the cultural and social contributions of Hispanic Americans. We head now to the Science Museum of Virginia for quite the party here. Yeah, you can see salsa music filled the room as the museum partnered with Radio Poder 1380 AM for the Virginia Festiva. All day, a fiesta, excuse me, I messed that up pretty good right there, but it was quite the party. They all day highlighted the amazing contributions of Virginia's Hispanic community. You can see some of the art and the cultural performances they featured. Being that this is the Science Museum, they also wanted to focus on that aspect of the celebration.
I'm really glad we called it Virginia Fiesta because it really does feel like a party. The vibe is great. I mean, how can you not be excited when there's salsa music going on, right? And trying to show folks that there is science all around you. We try to elevate those voices in STEM that might not have been elevated before. And the Hispanic community is one of those voices. So it was really important to us that we culminate Hispanic Heritage Month by showing the contributions of the community.
You can see it was quite the fiesta, for sure. There are an estimated 60 million Hispanic or Latino Americans in the U.S. today, the largest minority group in the country. Celebrations like this aim to recognize the contributions they've made over generations.
Hispanic Heritage Month continues in River City, and today the second annual Viva RVA Hispanic Music Festival kept the celebration going. The family-friendly festival celebrated the contributions of Richmond's Hispanic LGBTQ community and its allies. Diversity Richmond was a lively scene as Richmonders got their fill of authentic Hispanic food and music. And today's rain didn't stop the party. The free event was moved inside to keep the festivities going.
When the community comes together, it doesn't matter if they're white, black, Latino, LGBTQ, or straight, it's a good thing. We have more things in common than we have different, and Viva RVA and Diversity Richmond wants to celebrate every day those things that we have in common.
Hispanic Heritage Month continues until October 15th. Mike?
All right, guys, welcome back to 12 About Town today. If you were looking for something to do this weekend, we've got you covered here. We're joined by Lauren Wood here with Bensley Rec Center and Parks and Rec. So, Lauren, tell us what you got planned for us on Saturday.
Well, we have our Festival Day Musica event at the fairgrounds. Gates open at 3 o'clock. The event will go from 4 to 8. There will be 14 vendors along with 4 food vendors, and of course, a wonderful, wonderful musical lineup. And we'll have a DJ, and then of course we have our main headlining band called Cadencia. They're going to be out doing 2 sets. We have a Bamba workshop class by Samilia Cultural. We also have a Latin American band called Spanglish, and then we will have a Cuban dancing and salsa dancing class by the salsa guy. So it'll be jam-packed of fun. So much fun. So please come out on Saturday.
Yeah. So do we think this is fun for everybody? Is it just adult kind of fun?
No, it's for everyone. This is a family event. Like I said, all the vendors that we will have will be for everyone.
Cool.
And it's free, open to the public. It'll be lots of dancing, lots of music, so it'll be a good time.
Yeah. So if people are thinking, you know, I think I've heard of this festival. You guys started in 2019. You said it was at Bensley Rec Center, but then the pandemic happened in 2020. So we're trying to come back here, right? But you said you moved it to a different location.
Yes. So in 2019, we started, this was our first multicultural event for the county, and we actually had it at the Bensley Rec Center in the park. We had a little over 200 people.
Wow.
So we were really thrilled, really excited. But with the pandemic hit, we were planning to have it in 2020. But after that, we said, let's just go big and do it a part of the July 4th celebration and rock out the whole weekend. So playgrounds, and we can have as many people as we want out there.
Exactly.
So I hope it'll be a lot happening.
So quick question, if we want to come, do we need to register online ahead of time? Do we just show up and buy a ticket when we get there? How does it work?
No tickets, no registration, completely free.
Wow.
Just show up and you can come right into the gate 2 will be open and everybody can come on in. Guys, did you hear that? Completely free. This is a free, family-friendly, fun. I'm trying to figure out how many F's I can get in there. Great event for you. For the 4th, we're right ahead of the 4th. So July 3rd, gates open at 3 p.m. you said, but the events actually start from 4 to 8 p.m., right? Yes. All right, and tons of vendors, tons of food. Now, are there things that we can bring and can't bring when we come on Saturday? So you can bring lawn chairs, blankets. You can also bring an umbrella, especially it might rain or two, but just to be prepared. But we will have all the food and drink and beverage there. Awesome, guys. So let's get out. Let's have fun. This Saturday at the Chesterfield Fairgrounds, we will have the Festival Day Musica. So we'll have more to about town today coming up after the break. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
We're in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month, and the Richmond Kickers celebrate in a big way during Saturday night's match against Central Valley Fuego. The Kickers' Hispanic Heritage Night was put on by the Virginia Hispanic Chamber. It featured performances by the salsa guy and Puerto Rican and Mexican folk characters. It was a day to celebrate a rich culture.
What I'm hoping is that they understand a little bit more about Hispanic culture and that they have fun. Because that way, by having fun, we all get together, and at the end of the day, we're all the same.
Hispanic Heritage Month goes on through October 15th and wraps up with the Restaurant Week celebrating Latin cuisine from the 10th through the 16th. You can learn more at vahcc.com.
Also happening in the River City today, folks celebrated the return of the Latin Jazz Festival. Hundreds turned up to Dogwood Dell, ready to take in the sounds and even show off their moves. Festival coordinator Adeline Diaz said the festival serves as a reminder of just how diverse the Latin community is around the world.
And we have acts from all over the world who come here just to bring you a good feeling of what it would be like to be in a block party in the Bronx, but to bring in the culture that we have helped develop. And there's so many things that fall into that culture. It's just a big melting pot. It's been great to experience it and bring it to RVA.
Sounds like a good time there. Performing dancers even led workshops for the public to try their hand at traditional styles of dance.
Hispanic Heritage Night was alive and well tonight at Crestwood Elementary School. The Chesterfield School hosted the event as part of Hispanic Heritage Month. Families got a chance to celebrate with music, food, and dancing. Volunteer Aaron Serber says an event like this gives the kids a closer look at their peers' different cultures.
They get to see that their peers have a variety of backgrounds, and so they definitely get to learn about their own heritage and culture in a manner in which they're teaching and telling other people about it.
It allows them, the parents, and us to be able to share the culture, to see the things that are different and the things that are very similar. Because at the end of the day, the only difference is the color.
Hispanic Heritage Month continues through this Saturday.